So let's start with the first point of the song. So where did the idea of this particular song come from?
Yeah, it was coming out of a bad breakup, and sort of it was feelings that I'd been having for a while, but didn't really know how to sort of like express them. And then it was just sort of the feeling that just kept coming back to me, and I just felt like I really need to write a song about this. I think it's the only way I can sort of get it out of my system. When first writing it, I sort of wanted it to be sort of like I don't know, there was probably some like malicious thought behind it, I think, when I first intended on writing it. But I think now it's sort of evolved more into a sort of like a happy like celebration of like your independence and what makes you different from other people, I guess. So yeah.
Didn't realize money don't control me. It's my usual picture just to get by. Don't wanna make a scene and cry. FYI, when your husband ain't home and you're all alone, he's working late trying to debate whether his life is own. Don't care if it's not enough. It's all I've got. I'm full of love. I'll see you again.
So I've written on my own in the past, and I've written with writing partners in the past, and I definitely, I think it's much better writing with other people, because there's a lot of, it's really nice bouncing ideas off of someone, and if someone doesn't like an idea, it's helpful in two ways, because if you just sort of let it go, then it probably wasn't like, for me at least, I feel like I was probably not strong enough an idea that I wanted to keep it. But if you realise I really want to fight for this idea, I think it really makes part of the song, then I think it sort of helps you to realise the sort of direction you're going in with the song.
It was really surprising how quickly it came together in that initial sort of rehearsal. I think that it took us like 2.5 hours to get it sort of showing it to them, and then getting it to the point where it was like, oh, we can play this.
Just a little snag. I kind of knew there was like a problem with it, because well, a lot of people were asking me what sort of direction I had in mind when first writing it, and I think because it had evolved so much since my first intention, I wasn't really sure.
It went through kind of an identity crisis, because yeah, maybe it's part of the joy of co-songwriting something. Is it like, is it because there's like collaboration? So what it does sometimes remove is that absolute certainty of a particular musical identity. So then there was the point where it was like we'd all collectively sort of gone, we have to sort of rethink this.
Yeah.
And then we sat in the live room in the studio.
Yeah.
I think it was like 11:30.
Yeah. And we went a good while just like jamming it. Just we really went back to the start, I guess.
So I just gave the ukulele line like a little swing and removed all of the like pickiness of any of the ukulele parts. And then all of a sudden it was just like, oh, like there's like a little groove there. And then we just rebuilt the bits around it.
Because I remember I was out of the room you guys were like throwing pianos on it. I got Chocolate was doing some guitar, and then I came in and I think Matt literally said at one point, right guys, we need something to happen, like something where we go, oh that sounds great, and sort of stuck me with a guitar and said, whilst Hot Chocolate plays something, would you mind just sort of playing like long sustained chords? And I was like, yeah, sure. So we did that for a take, and then like whilst in the breaks, I was just like noodling a bit, just messing around with some stuff, and yeah, and like Nathan kept pointing it out and said, oh that's really cool, that will work great in the track.
Open the doors. Canadian Stadium.
Then I get to meet Justin Trudeau.
He's Canadian.
Was that on the last day as well, where we were just doing gang vocals?
Yeah, that was the second to last thing we recorded.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah.
And yeah, and like most of us gave it a go with a. It was crazy going through the studio process. I loved it, you know, like the pre-production, working with Matt. He's like such an awesome guy to work with. He really draws out like the best versions of the music you're trying to make. So I really enjoyed that. And then what made it like sort of even cooler was like, this was an idea that I had when I couldn't sleep one night in bed, and now it's going to be released to the world. So yeah, it's awesome, amazing feeling.
Do you think people are going to like it?
Yeah, they're going to like it. For the sheer comic relief, if anything, of me rapping, I think people will find a way to enjoy it.